And I like to keep good people around me at all times.
So that's why you're keeping me around.
Yeah, of course, it goes without saying. My son at the age of 15 with a brain aneurysm, that was really, really hard.
Yeah.
And you're always questioning the man upstairs why.
Of course, yes.
And your faith is really tested to the limit.
Yeah.
Not to give up. I think grief works differently for everybody. My husband has become hardened with it, whereas I've gone in the opposite direction, whereas I want to fill my life with more love, more joy. It is your decision, but I'll be right here to either catch you or watch you.
Welcome to Talk with the Courageous Heart. I'm glad you are here today. Let's take a moment to breathe, settle in, and begin today's conversation.
Kia ora, welcome to my brand new episode, Talk with the Courageous Heart. As I promised you last time, I'm back with another Courageous Heart. And I would like to do an introduction. Well, this person is one of my co-workers, and she's, how can I explain? Very strong character. She has a very strong character, and not in a bad way, but in a very good way. She's aware. I think she's aware of that, and she uses it very well in terms of workers' rights, and like she makes sure that you're okay in the workplace, and like she makes sure that you're taken care of at work. And I know personally, probably I think we kind of have a bit of conversation that she's been through a lot as well. And she's a very lovely person, and she's a very caring person. Once you get to know this person. So before I invite her, we will dive in. We'll get to know her more as we go through this process, this journey together. So without further ado, I would like to invite Dana Hobbs. Come on in, please. I feel bad. I don't think I did a good introduction. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Hi, Andrew.
How are you, Dana?
Good, thank you.
It's great to have you here.
Thank you for inviting me.
It's a pleasure. Can I just say, I remember I'm writing you an email saying, look, Dana, I have a podcast, I start a podcast, and I explain everything, how it works and everything. And I sent you, I pressed the send button, and I got an email back from within 15 minutes. I still remember, and this is like a long time ago, I still remember. And you know what, do you remember what you said?
No, I don't actually.
I do. You said, hi Andrew, what an honor it would be to be part of your podcast. I am sure I can make it work. Let me know when and where. I'll be there.
Oh, I'm a nice person, aren't I?
Do you have any kind of idea how much it meant to me? I got very emotional when I saw that email. I was like, oh my God, she's such a lovely person, and like what a supportive person. And the way you word it, it meant a lot to me.
Oh, thank you.
And especially coming from you too, like it meant a lot to me, and thank you so much for saying yes and being here today. I do really appreciate that. So for the people who hasn't seen this, how this works is I ask my guests 5 questions about courage and what they've been through, and how we can inspire other people through what they've been through. So, and then I don't think I told you about this part. Then after those 5 questions, I give you an opportunity to ask me a question, but it is only optional. You don't have to ask me a question if you only want to. So before we dive into questions, I want to ask you, I kind of have an idea who you are, but for the people who's watching this, don't really know who you are. So if I ask you, who are you? Can you give me a brief answer? Who are you? What you do?
I'm a mother first,
Yes.
a wife. I believe a good person, hardworking, and I like to keep good people around me at all times.
So that's why you're keeping me around.
Yeah, of course, goes without saying.
I think, yeah, thank you for that. And I think we do really have this banter at work too, and I do really enjoy that. I only get to work with one day per week, but I really look forward to that day because
Well, that's because you're the
Yeah.
boss.
we really have a good time when we work together. But thank you for that. I would say friendship, and also you've been there. You make sure that I feel like you make sure that I'm doing okay. I'm well taken care of at work and not being So thank you and for that. With that, we will dive into the first question. Is that okay?
Yep.
Dana, you have always had such a strong voice. It's funny because we had a conversation about this
Yes.
about 3 days ago.
Yes.
You stand up for people and you are not afraid to speak up. Where does that strength come from?
That comes from a lot of years growing up, not having the typical family life. I'm not mum, dad, picket fence, the 1.5 dog, and all the luxuries. Had a bit of a hard upbringing. Not to say that I was not taken care of,
Yeah.
but I think emotionally not like a typical family. I mean, what's typical but a normal family. So I learnt very early on
Learning on.
that I had to make a voice for myself.
And are you the oldest in your family, or
No, I'm not.
How many? Can I ask how many siblings you got?
I have one real brother.
Yeah.
I have 2 half sisters, and I have 2 stepsisters.
Oh, okay. So quite a big family. And you moved from Australia. You
Yes.
originally from Australia. And what's better, Australia or New Zealand?
Australia.
Oh, she didn't even.
I'm sorry,
flinch
but my
over it.
husband's a Kiwi, so yeah, he doesn't want to go over to Australia because things bite you.
Guys, she didn't even think about it. Yeah. God.
It's on my car.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Beware Auscheck on the road.
I think I've seen it somewhere. Yeah. God.
Don't hunt me down.
But you're basically saying that it is coming from your family, how you grew up,
Yeah.
early stages. So you have gone through things in life that would break most people, but you will carry so much compassion. What helped you find your strength again?
That is a really hard question. With my strength, I lost my father when I was 9, so hence my world is not a picket fence. My life is not a picket fence. And then losing my son at the age of 15 with a brain aneurysm, that was really, really hard.
Yeah.
And you're always questioning the man upstairs why.
Of course, yes.
And your faith is really tested to the limit.
Yes.
But you have to think to yourself, I say to myself now that God only takes the good ones. So I must have been really bad in my previous life. But in saying that, the man upstairs had other ideas for my dad and other ideas for my son, well, our son. But yeah, it's, and I just had to learn that I'm not ever going to get over it.
Yeah.
I have to live with it, and I have to make the most of their lives when they were here,
Yeah.
and still keep them alive in my heart and in my surroundings, so that I don't miss them.
Yeah.
I miss the touch, the cuddles and
Yes,
things like that.
of course.
But in the heart-wise, they're still here with me.
And I think it's, first of all, I want to affirm you that you brought that up. Thank you for sharing with us. And I know it's not easy. Like, I think you have talked to me about this story about your son, but I wasn't sure if you're going to bring that up in the podcast because I wasn't.
You wanted honesty.
Yeah, and I'm glad. I'm glad you brought that up because I can't relate to that. But what I can tell you something is that not advice or anything, but I have a kind of similar experience where my auntie, my mom's sister, my mom's sister had her first kid, a girl, and she passed away when she was 5 years old. And whenever I go back to Sri Lanka, there's a photo of her still in my grandparents' house, and whenever I see that photo, I still tears up. It still tears me up. So I always make sure that I always go to the cemetery and like give her flowers and like lit up candle and everything. But God, it's hard, isn't it? It's been so long, and you would think that you can move on, but those memories will never go away. It's part of who you are. It's kind of engraved in your heart, and those good memories.
Yeah.
And Dana, I have a massive respect for you because I don't know how you did that. Because I feel like you're such a strong, like you have to be a very strong person and a strong heart, a strong mind to move on from something like that. And I do respect that. And yeah, thank you for sharing that. I do really appreciate that. Going to third question. Grief changes a person. It shapes how we love and how we live. What has grief taught you about courage?
Not to give up. I think grief works differently for everybody. My husband has become hardened with it, whereas I've gone in the opposite direction, whereas I want to fill my life with more love, more joy, being happy. Like, I love going to work. I don't want to.
Yes, you do.
I don't ever want to go somewhere and think, oh, why am I here?
Yeah.
I want to make the most of everything that I am doing.
Yeah.
Whether you're surrounded by people that are not the same minded as you, but still, you can still make a bit of fun.
Exactly. I think it's good that you mentioned that, because now that I think about it, yes, you do come to work every day with a smile face, and you come to work early too. I don't know how you do that. Like, I have massive respect for you.
No, it's called silly.
It's called what?
It's called silly.
Silly.
Nobody goes to work early, except for me.
But yeah. Now that I think about it, there's no day that I saw you in the morning without no smile. You always have that smile on your face. I think there's a lot we can learn from your story as well. And thank you for sharing that, because it's such a, can I say it's a dark memory of your life. But you learn to deal with it. You learn to move on while you're respecting those memories. And I think that's something we all need to learn. And I think it's also, like, as you mentioned, it's also different for each person how they deal with grief. Again, thank you so much for sharing that. I know it's not easy to share, but you did. Thank you so much. You are always there for people. At work, in the union, in life. What have you learned about courage from supporting others?
There is never don't give up. There's always something that can be done.
Yeah.
It might not be able to be done instantly.
Yes. It might take time.
And sometimes it may not happen this time, but it may happen down the road.
Down the road.
You know, so you're making footsteps.
Yeah.
And big footsteps for other people.
Yeah.
So even if they're baby steps,
Yeah.
it's a step forward.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, you know, like being in the union and being a health and safety rep,
Yeah.
I know they're two painful jobs that, you know, most of us do without getting recognition.
But you do it you do it a smile on your face, and I don't know how you do that.
Well, I think it's just because the safety of staff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, staff who works
We
there.
need to make sure
Yeah.
that everybody's safe in the workplace.
Yes.
Doesn't matter whether we're outside or inside. And the people we're surrounded by, you know, if there's people that are not good vibes for that area, they should be sort of moved on or spoken to in relation to, you know, how they need to treat other people.
Yeah.
You don't come in with a grumpy attitude because that's just going to set everybody back.
Yeah, exactly.
Being a union delegate, that's a tough one. You're not going to please everybody.
No, no.
And I think that's just one thing we all learn.
Yeah.
We do our best, and some people aren't. They are geared up, but they just don't know it. They haven't seen that side of themselves. Don't feel they've got the power to do it. But it's just standing up for somebody who doesn't quite have the confidence to do so,
Yes.
and
exactly.
bringing it forward,
Yeah.
so that it is made. Now it's out in the open.
Yeah.
The attention is on it.
Yeah.
How are we going to look into it and do what we need to do moving forward,
Yeah.
which is a horrible thing to say because moving forward always means no, nothing's going to happen.
Exactly.
But
you're pushing it back. You're fighting it back. Like, how do you get the courage? Like, does that come with the age, or like does it come with experience? Or
I think it's come with a lot of years, my growing up, my standing on my own 2 feet. I've always been, how can you put it without making me sound like I'm Wonder Woman? Because I had so many knockbacks earlier,
yeah.
it was a case I had to stand up for myself. And if I didn't stand up for myself, I'm just going to be
No one would will.
Dana who?
Yeah.
It's sort of like now they go, oh, Dana Hobbs, and they go, oh no, not her.
Yeah.
But you know, they don't mean it in that time.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, Dana's onto it, right? Well,
Yeah.
she's a pain in the butt the most of the time. But I try and make sure that I'm there to support them as much as I can.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that I'm going to win them all,
No.
but I'm there, and even if it's not something that can be fixed,
Yeah.
or it's something that's going to be a bit longer to fix, I'm still there to support them and know that whatever they're saying, they're being heard.
Yeah. And like I just want to say, as a fellow worker, I do really appreciate that. Like you're doing that. You do that behalf of us, behalf of us, and thank you. And also something I noticed that you are such a humble person. Like even you have many years of experience as a DA, but like even when you work with newly graduate oral health therapists, you just keep that humbleness with you, and you just like being the nice person as you are always, and it's not easy as well. How do you tackle that? How do you be
I
that person?
actually love working with the new OHT.
Oh, really?
I do. I love them. I love their spirit. They come to work, they're happy. They haven't got the cynical things of us older generation.
Yeah.
So they've still got that fire in their belly that they want to do all of these things. And, you know, yes, their days are long.
Yes.
And they don't get the holidays like I do, being on the old contract.
Yes.
But the fact is that everybody comes into work and they've got a good spirit.
Good spirit, exactly.
And that makes me even more happier. I know the clinic that I work with at the moment, we've only got one OHT, and I love supporting her.
Yeah, and she's great too. I love it.
And the girls that are my age that are there, you know, we're all getting to that close retirement age.
Yes.
Whereas I'll supposed to probably still be that one that will be still there with the purple hair and the come on, lovey. But I just like that spirit, and I think working with the younger generation that's come in, And if you make their day a good day, that whole day is great.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how the child goes, it doesn't matter how the parent goes, or your colleague in the next room goes. If you have a good day with that OHT that you're working with,
Yeah.
and it doesn't matter because we've got some males on board, which is really good.
Yeah.
Love working with them as well. It's like, and it is, you're in close contact with each other
That's
all
true.
day.
That's true.
You know, and it is like you've got to be really mindful of their space
Yeah.
and give them space and let them talk to the parent and things like that, because the
Yeah.
parents always look at me and
Look at
say,
you, yeah, that's
and
true.
they'll ask you questions, most probably because I'm the older one in the
Yeah,
room.
yeah.
But then I just turn around and say, no, that's not me. That
Yeah.
you have to ask this person. That's what they're trained for.
I think there was a few times that parents asked me the question because the lady I'm working with, she's very young, and I was like, I always say, oh no, I'm not qualified to give you your answers. Just
No.
ask her because she's very
Yeah.
qualified. She knows better than me, and so I think having that humbleness as also like I do like very appreciate that having that humbleness within you still.
Yeah.
Because I know that there are people that like same as your age doesn't really have that
No.
humbleness anymore. Like they think, oh, we know everything. We've been here for a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do have this. You still have that
I
spirit.
haven't done the training that they've done.
Oh, I see. Okay. I get it.
I
I
just
get
sort
it.
of think all those years in university, that's like, yeah, they come out with a student loan
Yeah.
and they've got to get all these things done. They're the professional.
Yeah.
I'm there to make them look good.
Exactly. Wow, what a great way to think about it. Thank you. The last question: after everything you lived through, what helped you rebuild yourself into a woman you are today?
I suppose believing in myself that I can do it. I'm not a religious person of any description. I don't go for either or anything. I do believe there is an Almighty up there, and I do question him quite a
All
lot.
the time.
Or it could be a her, don't know. But I think within myself, if I don't believe in myself, I'm not going to get anywhere.
That's true. I think I really agree. Like me being a big believer in God, I think I don't think we ever had this conversation. But like we still respect each other. Like everyone has their own beliefs. Everyone has their own opinion. You know, like it's just all about respecting their opinion, their belief, their boundaries. But at the end of the day, I do agree with you. It's believing in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself,
Who's going
who's
to?
going to? Exactly. Wow, what a strong statement. Thank you for sharing that. Like I do really want to affirm you everything you shared today. It really hit me hard, and thank you for sharing it. I know it's not easy. It's you being very vulnerable, and I really appreciate that. And we will talk about this more at work this coming week. But moving on, the last question I asked, this is the same question I asked from all the guests that I'm having on my podcast. What's the one sentence you would say to someone who feels like giving up right now?
Yeah. I thought long and hard about this one. My only advice would be to say to them, it is your decision, but I'll be right here to either catch you or watch you.
Wow. Never heard that.
Because
before.
if they're going to go down a track that we're not happy about, that really in this day and age, that there's a lot of things like that.
We can't do much about it.
No, they've already made that up in their mind.
Yeah.
But so it's just to say that I will stand there, I will stand by you. You make your decision.
Yes.
But I'll be here to catch you if you need me.
Yes. I think it's just the same thing as like, you know, the saying that you can lead a horse to a river,
Water.
but you can't make You
and
can't
drink
force
it.
him drink it. Yeah, you can't make him drink it. So I think that's true, because unless you realize that, unless you accept that what you're going through and what you're going through, and you know who you are, like, I think unless that person realize, oh, I'm in trouble, I need to do something. Yeah, you can't do much about it. Hey, like, we're like looking at that person, you can't do much about it, but to just kind of encourage that person, encourage the people. But yeah, I really appreciate saying that I'm here to watch you or catch you. Wow, what a strong statement. Wow, Dan, I'm so not regretting inviting you.
Oh,
So-
well, I'm pleased.
I'm
There'll be
so
more stick at work, I know.
But like, thank you. I do look. I just want to be honest with you. I did see a very different side of you today, and I loved it. And I love it. And thank you for sharing that. And I like, we can't have this kind of conversation at work, obviously.
No.
But like, I did really enjoy having this conversation with you.
It can't be the Dana and Andrew show.
No, it can't. It can't be.
It's only one day a week.
It's one day a week. Okay. So next step is, before we end this, I let my guests ask me a question, but it's only optional. But if you do have a question, you can ask me. I'll try to be very honest and open about it.
To be honest, Andrew, there is nothing. I see you at work, and I love the way you work and the way you give banter to everybody at work.
Okay.
I love it, because it just makes me even more crazy, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm working with children. And I love it. And it's sort of thinking, oh my God, silly old woman, sit down.
And I would say it takes like, it's not just me, because I can't be that person if the people who are working around me like judgmental, like not friendly.
Yeah.
It takes. I feel like for me it both ways.
Right.
Like, I'm that person because I'm very comfortable and I feel safe with the people who I work with.
Yeah.
So it's, as much as credit to me, it goes back to the people who I work with too, because they're pretty easy to work with. I feel comfortable. I feel safe with them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, you don't mind if I don't curtsy next week or bow to you? Are you happy with that?
Oh, for sure.
You sure?
I look forward to it. Just kidding.
Oh no, I'll do a curtsy for you. Yeah, and I want you to make sure you applaud me when I do it. Please.
Oh, I will. Okay, I will. But thank you, Dana. Thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
so much. I do really appreciate that. Simply, I appreciate your support for this podcast and coming and help me out, and I do really thank you, and I hope you had a good time.
Yeah.
I hope you had a good time with talking to me, like having a serious conversation a little bit. Yeah, thank you for coming again, and yeah. So before I leave, I just need to thank the owners of this beautiful cafe for letting me borrow this place and use this place. It's called Peta Street Cafe and Dine. If you ever in city, just give them a try. Come, and they good food, good coffees. It just right next to the new stadium in Christchurch. So if you ever in town in Christchurch, give them a try. They got good food, good lunch, good coffees. So in saying that, thank you for tuning in today, and I hope you enjoy the conversation I had with Dana Hobbs, and what a wise conversation I got from her, and it's true, like when they say people get wise with age. It does true. Like I don't have the same kind of experience you do, and it's just crazy, amazing to see the side of like the perspective of yours, and just amazing to get the experience you have, and thank you for sharing it again. And in saying that, I will leave you with a hope and promise. that I'll be back with another courageous heart. Until then, be safe, be courageous, and God bless you. Beautiful, Dana. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
No worries, thank you.
You did great. You did great. Wow, Dana,
This podcast is still growing, so every follow and share truly means a lot. Thank you for listening to Talk with a Courageous Heart.